Hello everybody and welcome to your EduMedia YouTube channel, your most preferred channel for credible, accurate and educative information. This is the second of a 4-series video on GES Aptitude Test for promotion and selection to a higher rank. In this video, I present to you 14 questions and answers to practice and prepare for the examination. Each answered question is followed with a brief explanation on why the option is selected as the correct answer. If you find any answer misleading, kindly leave us a comment and we are sure to respond promptly. Before we start, if you are new to our channel or you are an old visitor but have not yet subscribed, I urge you to subscribe and share our content. This helps to push our content to a wider audience. If you are one of our dearest subscribers, you are warmly welcome once again and we appreciate your being with us. Question number 1. A baby sucking his thumb is an example of A. Aggression, B. Displacement, C. Regression, and D. Withdrawal. The correct answer here is C. Regression. A baby sucking his or her thumb is an example of regression, which is a defense mechanism in psychoanalysis. Regression refers to the reversion to a previous stage of development, either in terms of behavior or mental functioning. It is also a way of coping with stress or anxiety. Therefore, sucking one's thumb can be seen as a form of regressive behavior that provides comfort and security to the individual. Question number 2. The part of the brain that develops first is the A. Cerebral cortex, B. Neocortex, C. Midbrain, and D. Hindbrain. The correct answer here is D. Hindbrain. The hindbrain is also known as the basal ganglia. It is the first part of the brain to develop during the embryonic development. It is responsible for controlling basic functions such as breathing, heart rate, and muscle tone. As the brain continues to develop, the neocortex and cerebral cortex develop and become increasingly complex, allowing for the development of higher cognitive functions such as thinking, perception, and consciousness. Question number 3. Which of the following is not the tool for formative assessment in scholastic domain? Option A. Conversation skill. Option B. Multiple choice questions. Option C. Projects. And option D. Oral questions. The correct answer for question number 3 is A. Conversation skill. Formative assessment refers to the ongoing evaluation of students' learning and development, and it typically involves the use of various tools and techniques to gather data and provide feedback to the student. Conversation skills are important for effective communication and personal development, but they are not typically considered a tool for formative assessment in the scholastic domain. Common tools for formative assessment include the multiple choice questions, projects, oral questions, and other types of assessments that provide information on a student's understanding and progress. Question number 4. Which of the following factors does not impact teaching? Option A. Classroom activities that encourage learning. Option B. Socioeconomic background of teachers and students. Option C. Learning through experience. And then option D. Teachers' knowledge. The correct answer for question number 4 is B. Socioeconomic background of teachers and students. The socio-economic background of teachers and students can certainly impact a student's educational experience and opportunities, but it does not directly impact teaching. Effective teaching is influenced by a variety of factors such as the teacher's knowledge and expertise, the use of engaging and effective instructional strategies, and the opportunities for students to learn through experience. Classroom activities such as hands-on projects, group work, and discussions are also important components of effective teaching. Therefore, the option that does not impact teaching is socioeconomic background of teachers and students. Question number 5. How will you treat a visually challenged student along with normal students in your classroom? Option A. Not giving extra attention to the student in the class. Option B. Conclude that blindness is his or her destiny, hence nothing can be done. Option C. Sympathetically care for the student in the classroom. And option D. Provide convenient sitting place and teach at a pace convenient to the student. The correct answer is D. Provide convenient sitting place and teach at a pace convenient to the student. When teaching a visually challenged student along with other students who are not visually challenged, it is important to provide accommodations that allow the students to fully understand and fully participate in the class and access the materials. This might involve arranging a seat in the front row so that the student can hear the teacher more clearly, using audio materials or braille materials to supplement the visual materials, and teaching at a pace that is more convenient to the student. Question number 6. Archimedes found the solution to his problem when he was in his bathtub. This will come under which step of process creativity? Option A, preparation. Option B, verification. Option C, incubation, and then option D, illumination. The correct answer is D, illumination. Graham Wallace compounded 4 stages of creative thinking, and the step of illumination is the stage in the creative process where the solution to a problem becomes apparent. This can happen in sort of a moment of sudden insight, or it may come gradually over time. The story of Archimedes discovering the solution to his problem while in the bathtub is a classic example of illumination in the creative process. According to the story, Archimedes was trying to determine the density of a crown and whether it was made of pure gold. And the solution came to him while he was relaxing in the bathtub and noticed the water level rising as he got in. This sudden insight led to the discovery of the principle of displacement, which he used to determine the density of the crown and solve his problem. Question number 7. The best way to rid the student of his bad behavior is A. To punish the student mercilessly. B. To criticize the student for his bad behavior. C. To educate the student constantly. And D. To hand over the student to the police. The correct answer is C. To educate the student constantly. Punishing a child harshly or turning them over to the police or criticizing them for bad behavior can be harmful and not an effective way to help a child change their behavior. Instead, it is important to educate the child and help them understand why their behavior is problematic, as well as to provide them with the skills and knowledge they need to behave appropriately. This might involve setting clear expectations, providing positive reinforcement for good behavior, and teaching the child alternative ways of responding to difficult situations. It is important to work with the child to identify any underlying causes of their misbehavior, such as emotional or behavioral issues, and to address these in a supportive and understanding manner. Question number 8. According to Kohlberg's moral development theory, children at the premoral stage A think that bad behavior is punished and good behavior is not punished. B. Have no conception of good or bad behavior. C. Are amoral. And D. Are uncooperative. The correct answer for question number 8 is A. Think that bad behavior is punished and good behavior is not punished. According to Kohlberg's theory of moral development, children in the premoral stage tend to view the world in terms of concrete consequences. They understand that bad behavior is punished and good behavior is not punished, but they have not yet developed a sense of internalized morality or a more abstract understanding of what is right and wrong. During this stage, children's moral reasoning is based primarily on obedience to authority figures and the avoidance of punishment. Question number 9. Who defined sociology of education as a study of the relation between education and society? Option A, Good. Option B, Smith. Option C, Brown. And option D, Otawe. The correct answer for question number 9 is A, Good. The definition of sociology of education as a study of the relation between education and society is often attributed to the British educational sociologist James Alexander Good. Alexander was a pioneer in the field of educational sociology and is known for his work on the social stratification of schools and relationship between education and social inequality. Question number 10. Maximum participation of students during teaching is possible through A. Lecture method, B. Demonstration method, C. Induction method, and D. Textbook method. The correct answer is C. Inductive method. The inductive method is designed to actively engage students in the learning process and encourage their participation. This method starts with specific examples or observations and then leads the student to draw general conclusions or formulate theories on their own, rather than simply presenting information or directives from the teacher. By encouraging students to actively think and reason, the inductive method helps to promote maximum student participation, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills. Question number 11. Who coined the term cultural capital? A. Mark Robbie and Ion, B. Bowles and Gintis, C. Young, and D. Bourdieu and Passeron. The correct answer is D. Bourdieu and Passeron. The term cultural capital was introduced by the French sociologist Pierre Bourdieu and Jean-Claude Passeron in the 1970s. Question number 12. Classical conditioning is based on the idea of learning by A. Association, B. Insight, C. Imitation, and D. Cognition. The correct answer is A. Association. Classical conditioning is also known as Pavlovian conditioning. It is a type of learning that occurs when a neutral stimulus becomes associated with a stimulus that naturally evokes a response, so that the neutral stimulus eventually elicits the same response. For example, in the famous experiment by the Ivan Pavlov, dogs learn to associate the sound of a bell with the presentation of food, so that eventually the sound of the bell alone was enough to cause the dogs to salivate. Classical conditioning is based on the idea that learning occurs through the formation of association between stimuli and responses. Question number 13. Operant conditioning theory tells us that a behavior that is not reinforced will be A. Repeated, B. Changed into new behavior, C. Extinguished, and D. The basis for mental illness. The correct answer is C. Extinguished. Operant conditioning is also known as instrumental conditioning. It's a type of learning in which the consequences of a behavior determine whether it will be repeated or not. According to this theory, behaviors that are followed by positive consequences, such as reinforcement, are more likely to be repeated, while behaviors that are not reinforced will eventually be extinguished. This means that a behavior that is not reinforced will become less and less frequent over time until it stops altogether. This process of extinction is an important aspect of operant conditioning theory. Question number 14. According to Bandura's social learning theory, people learn through A. Shaping, B. Imitation, C. Expansion of their zones of proximal development, and D. Development of cognitive structures. The correct answer is B. Imitation. According to Bandura's social learning theory, people learn through a combination of observation, that is imitation, reinforcement, and modeling. This is all that I have for you in this particular video. If you like it, please hit the like button. If you enjoyed this video and enjoy what we do on this channel, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notification icon to be notified anytime we upload a video. Share this video on all your social networks and see you in our next video.